I'm Simply Native and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about mask-proof makeup. I try not to wear a ton of makeup when I'm wearing a mask, but like yesterday we were kind of out and about doing some grocery shopping and things like that, so we had to wear masks. What I'm doing today is I'm going to use some of my favorite products that are transfer proof. They wear the longest under a mask. They don't really transfer onto the mask, which is great. Also, you know, when you're wearing a mask, you also have like this hot air rushing up to the top of your face, and sometimes your mascara is a mess, your eyeliner is a mess. You know, for us makeup lovers, it's kind of a difficult time because we love to wear makeup, but it's hard when you're wearing a mask all day. So I want to just show you what I do when I wear a mask all day, and I work in the public, so I have to wear a mask. It's a mandatory thing here in the state of Kentucky, and I just do it to protect myself anyway. And I wear a mask that is pretty thick, so it gets really hot under there, and it really, I feel like most of the time I don't want to wear makeup, but I have to protect my skin. So that's also something that I'm going to be talking about in this video, is protecting your skin. Hopefully you guys will enjoy my video and you'll give me a thumbs up, you'll subscribe, and start a conversation in the comment section. So let's get started. We're gonna start by prepping our skin, and I do a few steps when I'm prepping my skin because it's really important when you're out in the sun. I work in the public, but sometimes during the day I'm outside because it's just part of my job. So I like to protect my skin. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prep my skin, and then I'm going to put on my sunscreen. So you guys have seen this in a video before of mine. It's the Smashbox Mindful 5. It's basically like skincare. Now keep in mind, I already have my skincare on. I have my fresh kombucha age delay essence on my face already, my mascara, my moisturizer, and I'll put my sunscreen on after I prime my face. So I just took one droplet full of that, and I just want to press it into my skin. And now this does leave a little bit of a tacky finish, and I really love that about it. And you've seen this before too, because it's my favorite, the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip. I haven't actually really used this much lately, but yesterday I used it and I noticed that my makeup really stayed in place. It didn't crease at all, which was amazing. And I absolutely love that about it. It helps I have these, like I said before, these creases under my chin and around my lips, around my face, and then I just kind of spread it out this way. And as you can see, even with sunscreen on yesterday, I got a ton of sun. We were driving around yesterday for a couple of hours, and we had the sunroof open, we had the windows open, and I got super tan. So, and I had sunscreen on, like SPF 50 and SPF 30 on. So, okay, so now I'm going to go into the sunscreen, and my favorite, all-time favorite sunscreen is this Volition Prismatic Luminizing Shield SPF 50. This actually acts as a primer as well, which I mean, when you're wearing a mask, you have to have a lot of things that are going to help keep the makeup on. So, and I just use this amount. It's the tiniest amount, and I like to use this on the perimeter of my face first, and my cheekbones, the highest points of my face. So my forehead, cheeks, nose, chin, and then I kind of smush it around. Smush. This actually acts as a primer, like I said, and it really blocks out all of your pores. And as you can see, it doesn't leave a real bad white cast, and it gives you a really beautiful glow. So now I am going to go in with my actual foundation. And it's not really a foundation, it's more of like a tinted moisturizer. But this tinted moisturizer is amazing. I don't know if I've talked about this before, but it's the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. Now, when you're wearing a mask, you want to wear the thinnest type of, I guess, foundation that you can, because it allows your face to breathe first and foremost. Otherwise, you're going to get a ton of creasing. It's going to start coming off on your mask. And I don't know. It just, this stuff works so good. I think the main reason is because it's a tinted gel. And gel, if you don't know anything about gel, liner, gel based anything really, is very, very resilient. It doesn't like rub off real easily like the Marc Jacobs gel liners. Anything that's a gel liner is very transfer resistant. And same thing with this too. It's very transfer resistant. It does give you some coverage, not a ton of coverage. Now, if you're going to wear this without a mask, you could absolutely use this as your like SPF under your foundation, because it's kind of a great primer too. It's kind of funny, but anyway, I'm going to start out with this amount right here, and I'm wearing the shade Desert 6.5. I actually bought this a couple weeks ago when I knew I was going to be much more tan. And I could just kind of dot it on. And I honestly, because it's a tinted moisturizer, I really just rub it in with my fingers. I have clean hands. I'm going to go around my brows like this. I'm going to try not to get it on my brows. Ooh, I just got a little bit in my eye. I think that might be a problem. But do you see how it gave me a little more color? And I like to bring this down my neck a little bit too, because my neck is so much lighter than the rest of me. My arms and shoulders are super duper dark right now. I'm going to put a little bit more on, just a tiny bit more on the areas that I need more coverage. And as you can see, my freckles have come out quite a bit. They always do. As you can see, this builds up really nicely. See how nicely that even things out? I'm gonna put a little bit more right there too. My chin. That's an age spot right there. It's stubborn, does not want to go away. I might have to have my friend zap it for me when I go see her. When she refreshes my brows and stuff. You know who you are. She lives in Wisconsin. Love her to death. She's amazing. She's helped me out with a lot of different... I had a mole removed here. I had a little capillary here, which needs to be zapped again. It seems like it might be coming back a little bit. But she's helped me with treat my 11s here with a pen. I think it's called a Fibroblast pen. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. And I'm going to still use concealer. I have a mini because, I mean, honestly, the amount of concealer you need for this particular product is like insane. I need to get a mirror out here. 1 second. Like literally, especially when I'm doing minimal makeup, I literally use just that amount. And I have this little scratch on my face. I don't know how that happened. But I always highlight this area here anyway. I'm not going to do anything on my lower face when it comes to concealer or highlighting because what's the point? So I'm just going to use my concealer brush. To blend that out. I want it to go into the skin, so I'm going to just press it in with my brush. There we go. Can you see it? Yeah, it's hidden pretty well. I think I need a little more concealer. I've actually noticed I'm starting to get a little bit of dark circles under my eyes. So I just want to put a little bit of brightness right here. And bring that out a little. And I think I'm just going to use my finger to tap that in. I really want to get this area brightened up down here underneath my eye. And your fingers are your best tools, to be honest. Yeah, that's so much better. See the difference? You can see the blueness under here. And this concealer, I'm telling you, it is so freaking good. Like the smallest amount. You don't want to overuse this because you will become a creasy hot mess. I think this got really bad reviews when it first came out. It was originally in a different package and it was a good product then, you know, but they repackaged everything. They did a rebranding kind of situation with Tarte. And, you know, with these YouTubers, these younger YouTubers, they just pile on the concealer. And I mean pile. Like they will put a ginormous V on their face. I mean, I've done it before too, but with this concealer, you can't do that. It will literally crease like crazy on you if you do. Okay, so now I am going to, that looks pretty good. That's nice and bright. I do have to probably pat it out a little bit here. Let me just get my sponge. So my favorite sponge, I think I've talked about this before. Look at how ginormous this thing is. Like seriously, compared to my face, huge. This sponge from Nikkia Joy Cosmetics, and also I'll be using her powder. It's hands down my holy grail. So anyway, I'm just gonna pat this out a little bit. Just to set it in place. Okay, that looks good. All right, so now I am going to move on to my brows because I like to do my brows before I do any powder. That way I can clean anything up if I want to. It's the best way to do it in my opinion. And we really need to have something that's going to stay put all day long. And I have a couple different things that I like to do. Where is my eyebrow brush? Oh, it's right in front of me. I put it out on purpose. Oh my God. This is a Sephora Pro number 20 brow brush. Anyway, I'm going to use a brow pomade from Kat Von D. It's in the color Walnut, and I'm going to use a very, very small amount of this. I'll show you what I do with it. I might have to put a little on the back of my hand just to make sure it's... I also like to kind of press my brush like this to make it so it makes a nice fine tip. Let me get my little handheld mirror here. And what I like to do is kind of use my brush to carve these babies out a little. Just slightly go through my brows like this in the front. I'm going to just use the product on my hand to reload my brush. I have plenty of product on there. This brow pomade, it's really, first of all, it's a great color for me. Second of all, it literally wears all day long. And it's super easy to use. I've tried the Anastasia brow pomade before, but I don't know. There was something about it. First of all, I think it dries out way too fast for what you pay for it. Those are some crazy brows. They are dark. I'm gonna brush through them a little to lighten them up a little. They're a little wonky, and it's just how my brows are. They're like one side of my face is a little more droopy than the other. My brows are not perfect by any means. Because they just aren't. They'll never be perfect, and I've just come to like live with it. Like that's just how it is. So, okay, now I'm going to use, now I'm sorry if you guys can't get this, but any pen, concealer pen will work for this, or just a concealer and a brush would work for this. But I have this cool little concealer pen and I've had it for a really long time. It's probably freaking expired for years, unfortunately. It's probably been expired for so long. But it doesn't smell bad and it doesn't break me out. It doesn't cause me any irritation, so I just keep using it. So yeah, that's how it is. Oh yeah, that looks good. And then I just tap it out with my finger. I don't really do anything else with it. Yeah, that looks awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to do the other brow. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I want to bring this one down a little bit more now. See how you futz with it. It's kind of like eyeliner. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, I'm going to stop futzing with it because otherwise I'll spend way too much time. I am going to do my eyes. I haven't decided if I want to use, these are my two favorite like on the go, like, sorry, this is just disgusting. It's super dirty. Or this. I really, really, really love this. So if you're looking for a great everyday palette, this one is the bomb. I might actually use this and maybe take some of the shimmer from this one because I love this Natasha Denona mini. My son and my daughter-in-law got this for me for Christmas last year. So let's put some eyeshadow primer on. You already know what my eyeshadow primer is. It's the Urban Decay Primer Potion. The best primer ever. It doesn't crease. Like literally does not crease. Okay, that looks good. I am going to use my powder brush, this little guy right here, and I am going to grab my Nikkia Joy Cosmetics setting powder. It is hands down the absolute best setting powder you will ever get. It's great for all skin types. It has actually some hydrating ingredients in it. And it has the most beautiful scent. Every time I wear this, I think my husband tells me I smell like birthday cake. Which I guess is a good thing, you know. And it's just from this. It has a very beautiful scent. Now, if you don't like scents, you might not like it, but it's a natural scent. It's not a fake scent. She used a natural vanillin in this, and it's fabulous. Use the additional underneath, and that's all the powder I'm going to put under my eyes because I don't use a ton of powder under there. I'm going to go in my soft glam. That's right, I decided I was going to go with soft glam. Okay, so I'm going to use a big fluffy brush, a big one, but I do think I'm going to go in with orange soda. Orange soda is this guy right here. Okay, let's go into the crease. Yesterday I didn't do any eyeshadow, I just used a bronzer, and that's totally cool. You can do that too. I kind of wanted to show a palette that I like to use on a daily basis. See how I'm just fluffing it in there? I'm not really doing anything specific with this. It's just giving me a nice wash of color. You can start with this and make it into a really beautiful bronzy eye. It's a great transition color. I think I'm gonna take rustic right here. I'll load that up on my brush, just like that. This is a smaller fluffy brush, and it's kind of flat-ish, but I like a flatter, kind of a flat brush for my crease. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. I'm gonna focus this mainly on my outer corner. Yeah, perfect. I might have to clean it up a little bit, but it'll be fine. Time for the other eye. I'm gonna focus this mainly again on the outer corner. I want to keep it shimmery, so I think I'm going to dip into this Natasha Denona, and I'm going to go in with, I think it's called Bellatrix, but I'm not exactly sure, to be honest. Okay, so now I'm going to use a little bit of glitter glue because with hooded lids, it just won't, this shimmer won't stay very well if I don't. And I really want it to stay all day. So again, using my fingers. Even though this isn't glitter, when you have hooded lids, you need all the help you can get when it comes to shimmer and glitter. So a glitter glue is the best way to go. Oh yeah, that's that. I'm just going to go into the crease a little bit here. All right, so I just had to kick my husband out of the front yard because he was out there weed whacking, and I told him he needed to stop. Although he was almost finished anyway. First I gotta clean up this, I have to clean this up just a tad. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of concealer here. And a little bit of concealer here. Just to clean it up a little. And I'm gonna use a small brush to blend that out. Just a small brush like this to help blend that. That's done. Now, set my face. I'm gonna use, of course, Nikkia Joy powder. Tap it a couple times. And I am going to use my sponge. The sponge is what really locks this in. And I know a lot of people are, oh my gosh, you're putting powder on after you have done your brows already. I'm like, well, I don't really go over my brows. I just go kind of around them, obviously. I do my entire face. And there's a reason, because the mask rubs on your whole face, this whole area here, you know what I mean? I do my upper here too because I sweat, and which I'm sure we all do. Look at my skin is still glowing even through the powder. Crazy! Now it's bronzer. Bronzer, I have been using my Physicians Formula still. I love it. The butter bronzer. Because not only do I smell like a vanilla cake, I'll smell like a vanilla coconut cake when I'm done with this. Because it smells so good. And I'm not going to use a ton of bronzer. Just a tiny amount. So let me just assess the situation real quickly. Let me see, this came up a little bit too high. Let me get this powder brush. What did I do with it? Here it is. Yeah, see how it came up a little bit too high here? I'm gonna take that powder brush and just blend it away. I am gonna add just a tiny bit of blush. And actually this is kind of like a highlighter as well. It's the Milani Luminoso blush. Okay, so now I'm going to spray my face. And I'm going to use two things. Now, if you want your makeup to last literally all day, and I'm not kidding you, it will last all day, you need this. Skindinavia, the Makeup Finishing Spray, Bridal. And I say the bridal because you think about it. Your brides are outside taking pictures in the summertime. It's hot. Or even in the winter, it's like you're wearing your makeup literally all day. And this stuff, it will make your makeup stay all day. It locks it in tight. But it can be a little drying. So I like to spray my face first with something hydrating, which is this Maracuja mist. And it's a continuous mist. And it's fabulous. It's very cooling. It has a Maracuja oil in it. So I spray my face like that. You guys have seen me use this before. And then I shake up my Skindinavia. 6 sprays. And then I have my fan. I'm like, where's my fan? And I use a fan. You can use a handheld fan or you could just let it air dry, but this is just a little faster. And I just feel like the air, I don't know if it's the air or what, but it the air makes it locked in. Okay, that should be good. Now I am going to do my lower lash line, and it's just going to be real simple. I'm just going to take the darkest color, which was the rustic, and I'm going to run that on the lower lash line. Just a small brush, and rustic again is this darker brown color here. Dark-ish, excuse me. Now that's done, I am actually going to throw something in the corner too. This, it's called Listening. Is it listening or glistening? Glistening. Listening. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. I'll throw that right in the corner. In the palette, this shade doesn't look like it's much, but it actually packs a nice little punch. Now I'm going to get my liner. So this is my favorite liner. It is the Fenty Beauty Fly Pencil. Now, I'm not doing a winged liner or anything like that because I just don't have the time. This stuff is so good. Oh, sorry. The color is called, I think it's 'Cause I'm Black. Yep, 'Cause I'm Black. And I'm just going to line my lash line. I'm going to leave the lower lash line. I don't want to make it too dramatic, so I'm just going to leave it. And now I'm going to grab my 2 favorite lash products. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Primer and the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. This one is not waterproof. I have the waterproof one and I've tried the waterproof one. I don't like how my lashes look with it on, and I honestly don't think it does any different performance wise when it comes to staying on, transferring. This one really does not transfer. Even when I'm wearing a mask, it just stays in place. It's freaking awesome. I love it. There's also, this is not the darkest color either. This one is Blackest Black, the Carbon Black. Oh, love that color. It is so good. But I didn't want to buy it because I want to get through this one first. I'm trying to conserve money. And I mean, this one will do, you know what I mean? But you can already tell just by the primer at how long your lashes get. So good. So good. Okay, I'm just gonna let that dry for a second, and let's just talk about what I do with my lips. I pretty much don't do anything except you know, I'll carry a lip balm in my pocket. I also carry this lip gloss. I put a very small amount on. I'm actually gonna put some on now because my lips are a little dry. It's like your lips but better. This is Fussy from Fenty Beauty, the gloss bomb, and the Fussy is like the perfect color for me. It's like I said, my lips but better because they're glossy. Okay, time for mascara. This is almost completely dry. Once you see like the middle of your lashes, like the primer is becoming transparent or clear, I guess you could call it, you can start putting that mascara on. Yeah. I mean, come on. These are like fake lashes. For real. It's so good. Someone is mowing their lawn right now. I am so sorry if you can hear that. I know that that's not my husband because I asked him to start in the back. And he better be in the back. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit on my lower lashes as well. And honestly, thank God, because we're almost done, and I hope it's not him. It sounds like it's across the street, so. That is it. There we go. I am going to spray one more time, just to be safe, especially with this area here. Just do 4 this time. You guys can get this on the Skindinavia website. It's usually between 15 and 30% off, and their shipping is super fast. I used to be able to get it on Amazon, but I just can't anymore, and this one is actually cheaper than it was on Amazon on the Skindinavia website. And also a little fun fact is the Urban Decay All-Nighter, or Urban Decay setting sprays in general, are made by Skindinavia. They're just rebranded as Urban Decay. Just thought I'd let you know. I'm just going to go over a few things that I feel like you really need to get through the day. First and foremost, you need this. As you can see, it turned out to be a really beautiful look. It's glowy. Now you could make it less glowy by putting a little bit of powder over the top of this. So like I could take some of my powder or even a sponge to tame down the glowiness. I also love using my Tarte Beauty little sponge here, and if I'm oily, I will use this to take the glow down a little bit. See how that already took the glow down? So if you don't like a lot of glow, that's fine. Just put a little bit of powder on the top of this. It'll totally work for you. The other thing that you really absolutely need is this liner, the Fenty Beauty Fly Pencil. It comes in probably, I want to say 15 different shades, 14 different shades, lots of different colors, and they're all beautiful. I just usually use black or brown, but mostly black. And the setting spray. The setting spray is a must. Like if you want your makeup to stay all day underneath your mask, it has to happen. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That setting spray is a game changer. All right, guys, so I'm gonna end the video here. I have my hair done, thank God. It was still wet when I was filming, so now it's dry. I have it up in a ponytail, and I hope you guys have a great day. Be safe out there, wear your masks, protect you and protect others, and I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button. Leave a comment below, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.